Ladies and gentlemen, this is Frank Donga. You are already listening to Boom Radio. Just leave the dial there. Settle down. Listen to it. Open your ear. Don't touch it now. Boom Radio. Live and direct. Frank Donga in the building.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio NG. My name is Dolupo, and I bid you a warm welcome to the bar today. I bid you a warm welcome to the last week in January 2024. Yeah, it is the last week. And it has definitely been a very interesting January. Very, very interesting one. So sit back, relax, as we're going to be talking about so many things today. If you're just joining us for the very first time, like I said, it is a Boom Bar where we have everything sports, entertainment, politics, and everything in between. And today is not going to be anything different. Afe Babalola seems to have dropped the shoot against the Farotimi. We'll definitely be talking about that. What led to that and why he did that, or why do we think he shouldn't do that? Drop your comments. Also, Osimhen, Osimhen and the and the reporter that made some allegations against him a few days ago. There's an update on that. Trump and Colombia is in the news. And of course, in the entertainment news for today, this major news today is Two-Face and his wife, or would I say a almost ex-wife, or whatever, Sha. Two-Face and Annie, that was also a lot that we're going to be talking about today, and that had quite a number of other things that we're going to be talking about today at the bar. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. My name is Dolupo, and with me in the studio is Sola Rogers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the bar.
Okay, so
in Nigerian journalism, certain situations are usually described with certain words. So the word that would have been in one of the headlines, if you Google it, is estranged wife. Estranged.
Yeah. It's one of the
we have some unique words that we have Nigerianized.
Yeah. It's very unique to Nigeria's vocabulary. I agree with you. Anyway, so we're going straight into the news today. There's a lot bit of just President Tinubu again has gone to Tanzania. President Ajala travel all over the world.
Ajala travel.
Between him and his vice president.
Ajala travel all over the world.
Anyway, the vice president is back today now. He went to Davos. It was the World Economic. Jesus Christ.
What's that?
BT, good afternoon, sir. He says, Honey, Abobaku Idibia. Abokoku.
That's AKA Esther.
No, it's Ruth. It's Ruth that is Abokoku.
Yeah, what is the difference?
They're
all the same.
No. Esther, no. Esther is different from Ruth. Anyway, Sha.
You know the sad thing about this Abokoku thing, The Oko does not cool.
No, in Ruth now, the Oko could. Funny enough, I don't even know why they call Ruth Abokoku, because Ruth is like, I think that this is actually, since we are there.
Is it Ruth or Esther?
No, it's Ruth.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's Ruth Abokoku that they say. Funny thing is that I don't know why they attribute that to Ruth, because even the Ruth self did not die. That is the husband that died.
He wanted to die.
No, she just followed.
She only see bear,
But she did not tattoo to the guy, because the guy died early.
She became Super Mario.
She became Super Mario to his mother, which led her to marrying the guy that she married, which made her become the...
So the thing I was trying to tell you, and really has nothing to do with the one in the Bible, is that when you hear Keneko Abokoku, in the context in Nigeria, the Oko does not coup. It's the woman that will most likely...
No. But if we follow the
I
balance...
said they say it like that, but in the context, in this Niger, when they say someone is
the Oko never
Abokoku,
cools,
the husband is not cooing anything. In fact, the Oko is probably marrying more and doing side chicks and all of that, and it's you that want to kusibe. That's the context that is used. It's not... It might have been from a biblical inference But I'm telling you, in practical terms, and I really over Bokoku, me, I that's the reason why they are saying it. The Oko does not show the person.
So my issue with it, anyway, you know what? Before we even go there, let's just continue with our gist. Because there's going to be gist. We're going to definitely come back and seriously talk about it.
Sorry, number one.
Anyway, Sha.
Is most likely from Ekiti State.
It was not, but since we are there, you said it.
I said most likely.
Okay, it's not. So, like I said,
follow your plan.
Vice President is back from Davos, from the World Economic Forum.
The guy's been back since now. In fact, as soon as he got back, he got on the plane again, went somewhere up north, came back to Abuja, attended like 2 weddings.
Flying all over the place, you know.
What can a young man do?
He can, you know.
But my best part of that man's appearance at Davos was that his quote about poverty and not coming to, the world with a begging bowl.
Yeah.
And how Nigeria
like what you can
was
offer.
going to lead Africa.
I agree with you. I agree. It's not about...
I think it's words on marble.
I agree.
Shettima.
He had a very good outing in Davos. Very, very good outing. Keep in mind, the man has an economic background. He's a banker anyway. So,
beyond that, there is nobody dead or alive, that reads as much as this
guy. I told you that he reads a lot. Is
it voracious? What's that word again?
Yeah. Voracious is the word.
Yeah, the guy you read.
So basically, also I know this particular one. I think we talked about it last week. Just want to put an update. NIMC is set to roll out the multipurpose biometric card. I'm
extremely excited about the possibilities of that card. I'm also a little bit cautious, but we're moving into that era of the world now. The card, at least, thank God, is not a chip in your body. But the card is multi-purpose, like you said. You can use it for financial services. You can use it for identification services, and the government will use it for social services also.
So basically,
it will be easier now to disburse all those grants, all those trader monies, and all those things that they give out to the poorest of the poor. That's the quote.
Yeah, you give those cards out. Yeah,
and the cards also have online and offline features and
all that. So it makes sense. What they're just telling you is that you're gonna pay for it.
I just think that they need to add one more feature, and it should be optional since we're paying for it. The optional aspect should be the driver's license part of it. The same card, since it has a long validity and everything.
Yeah, I think this is for voting to you.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, driver's license.
Had the driving aspect of it.
So when I'm going to, if I want to collect this card,
pick the driving feature.
The features that you want on your own card. Yeah, I think that makes sense actually.
So the fewer cards you're carrying, the fact that there's a central database, it just makes it easier.
Because there are quite a number of cards.
Because there's NIN, there's BVN. And all the ends.
Anyway, so just wanted to put that out there, okay. It's a lie. BT says the lie. The same VP that didn't know that you can be Yoruba and not necessarily Nigerian when she told Sister Kemi to change her name. Eleribu VP, Yoruba Nation now. Wow. Now he has removed the message. Wow. I think that his message to Kemi Big Knock then was really about, and I think it was apt. I didn't think there was anything wrong with what he was saying at that point. Yes, can you be Yoruba and not Nigerian? Yes. But in our own context, it was not in the whole context of that. Because the honest truth is that even people that want Yoruba Nation, the people that are not in Nigeria, that are not in the Yoruba Nation will not join your country. Let's be... Do you understand? Like, the honest truth is this Yoruba Nation thing is a Nigerian thing. Let's not...
Yeah, because again, the Yoruba people, just like our brothers and sisters in the South, they have family in Cameroon. In the Northeast, they have family in Cameroon.
Exactly. The Ghanaians are Hausas.
In the North Central and Northwest, they have families in Chad and Niger and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing when you come to the Southwest, where we're not necessarily families in that context, but yes, the Yoruba people are evidently represented in Benin Republic. The contraption that we have as countries were created by the white man. We get all of that. However, Dolupo's point is valid. The Yoruba people in Benin Republic will not join your.
You will not join your Yoruba nation. Do you understand? Like, because if we're not careful, we're moving towards the delusion that IPOB is doing. Because I personally think it's delusion. That one that they want to add the South and Kogi and all that, I think is delusion. Let so that we're not moving towards that point. But I think in the context that the vice president said, I think that it was actually very apt. You claim that because she claims she's Nigerian, and how part of Nigeria or a part of Yoruba is Nigeria, is not from another country.
Okay.
That's it.
Again, I don't even say how me personally, but you are really entitled to your opinions about Kemi Badenoch. Kemi Badenoch.
Oh my God.
You're actually entitled to that opinion, but the same woman has been denigrating everybody. And I like what Professor Akemi said recently. Your father was a professor. Your mother was doing good. All these stories that it's just to get cheap political points.
Stop lying.
That shoe that she was complaining about. God bless that Nigerian man that took
giving you shoe back. So let's hear what.
Maybe she should give us a list of other things that our family
in our Nigerian palace. Let's hear what.
May we hear what. Let's go and rest somewhere.
Anyway, let's move on from that and let's now go back to our gist of the day. First gist of the day is Afe Babalola drops lawsuit against Farotimi. First things first, did you think this was ever going to happen? Especially with the way they came at him left, right, and center, and, front and back, northwest and south and east. And
well, there's several ways to look at this matter. Did I think it was going to... I don't want to avoid that question. Yes, there was a possibility that this would happen. But it was slim, based on, the experiences of people who had, been with Baba and worked with him, and people who had also been in a similar situation. Based on all of those indices, you put it together and say, this Baba no will agree. Do you understand? So, yes, there was a possibility, but very slim, in my opinion. However, I think it's a very bad move on Baba's part to have listened to anybody, the kings or not, in my opinion. Now, it's not about Farotimi now. It's about Baba. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'll come to Farotimi's thing. The reason why it's not a good move is that I did not hear anywhere where he said he's going to retract the statements made in that book or redact it. Do you understand? No apologies issued.
I was going to say so, So are we going to say that, is this book going to just be there?
The bottom line, you have injunctions to stop the sale. For how long? After all, the book is still being sold online.
Even if it's not Nigeria. Being sold, you can't
even stop the sales outside Nigeria. You don't have the laws, except you go there, except you go to America and all that. How do you want to even do it? The bottom line is that this move is to lay credence to most of the things that Dele might have written in his book. And I know that we're treading on some very, slippery slope. But the truth is, if someone alleges that you committed a crime and you have the person arrested, yes, you had him arrested, at least you can't deny that. Then you now said, because some people said you should pull out, you now let it go. And the book is still there. Exactly.
That's where my own issue is. So according to a statement from them, they're saying that the Ooni were talking about the Afe Babalola had talked about how the Ooni is a revered that there are quite a number of kings, the Area of Ado-Ekiti and all that there are people that that cannot speak to you and you would not let things go. Now my question is, shouldn't there be some level of apology? Because I remember that Farotimi in himself kept on going on about how he had evidences for these things. Look, so if he really did have evidence, even if you don't want him to do anything else again and you want this case to go, there should be a level of apology on his part.
To be honest, I know Baba is old. I know
Afe Babalola is an institution in itself.
But I don't think he has done himself well by listening to the Yoruba leaders. Again, there's this thing that we do, Ebeika. It's not good.
It's not good.
I'm sorry I spoke Yoruba, but I can try to explain it with a scenario. I remember when someone bashed into my car. and it damaged my car. And I got down.
They'll not be begging you. Sorry, why are you begging me? Is the begging going to fix my car?
The people in the guy's bus were all begging me. At that instant, my phone rang. And I responded to the person in Yoruba. And that was the biggest mistake ever. They just came. Shebi Yoruba, right? They're saying, because we speak the same language.
You get
this guy hits me from behind.
I'm like, we're very quick to say, so, no. Is the sorry going to fix my car?
The man damaged my car. And everybody's now begging me. And I said, okay, fine. I have heard. I accept the begging.
But fix my car.
Who's fixing my car?
Exactly.
Who's going to fix my car?
That's it. It's actually wicked apology. So it's a very wicked thing.
If I am Baba's advisor or son or grandson, as the case may be, I'll say, Baba, it's good to listen to the Yoruba leaders. Now that you have accepted their...
He too will not have to write a public statement to retract.
Now, let him now go and prove it. No more malice. There's no anger. Daily Farotimi, if I'm Baba, I'll say to him, Daily, I don't have a problem with you. They have begged me on your behalf. No problem. But now, you will still
that
go
evidence
to court
that you have, you
and
will
provide that evidence.
Exactly. We have a few comments. So, Pick 6 says, Afe Babalola should not have dropped the case. Daily, I hear you people. Is it just me? But there's a way that the Bumba just seems to attract the same set of people. I don't know. I'm not sure I've seen this Pick 6 person before. But by the time I read the whole comment, you would actually think that maybe it's a Peter Man or a BT that wrote this thing. Let me finish. Afe Babalola should not have dropped the case.
Yeah.
Dele Eleno Jawai. You get my point.
Ouch.
Should have been dealt with. Dele is sending people to beg him behind the scene, performing Voltron in public. I agree with Sola. BT says, why? Dele is granting interviews to foreign press, blasting the Nigerian judiciary, yet has people apologizing on his behalf. That's my point. Like, it doesn't make sense. And what I even have a problem with that, the allegations he had against Afe Babalola was not even about him alone. He was basically indicting the whole Nigerian judiciary.
Again.
So now, whatever evidence you have, bring it out.
I don't like the idea of arresting people because of this slander or whatever. My opinion. But I like the idea of using the court properly to get justice. Tony Abraham, the actor. I remember when one young man was writing all sorts of things and threatening her and her children.
Yeah.
By the time they invited the guy started begging.
You see that
that's
now.
when they found out that let me not say it, it sounds a little bit derogatory, but bottom line is that's one. Two, I remember when a blogger in Kaduna came for Nasir El-Rufai, and he went to court. The guy do jail.
He will go to jail.
Now Nasir El-Rufai's son was indicted on Twitter by another so-called lawyer. That woman has been. In fact, she does not tweet again. Because by the time they sent message to her, she knew that she was in it. So I'm saying that at times the courts can actually reset people's brains and get the truth.
That's it. It's not about justice, whether you're lying or maybe something. The truth is,
it's beyond.
You write damning things about people. If you have the liver to write it, then because it's setting a very dangerous precedent.
And they should have allowed Dele prove it because again,
yes, it's setting a dangerous precedent.
What if?
I thought he said he didn't want people to beg for him. So what are we doing?
What if Dele Farotimi actually has proof?
And maybe that's what is going to change.
Is that not what we need to change the judiciary?
Exactly. That's it. So I'm like, okay.
So asking Baba to drop the case is a bad move.
It's a very bad move. Oh.
And now, of course, Dele, smart guy.
Now be feeling like it's on top of the world.
No, you need to see. I've seen tweets like, go fold care. Say the man they fear, make truth no come out. All sorts of tweets that people are putting out there.
Okay, so I think that there are a lot of very ignorant people. And why I said that is because, and this is not right saying anything, maybe he's wrong or something, but not even just Nigeria alone. If the system wants to remove you and like erase you, you will be erased without any trace of you ever. So for you to now say that someone like Afe Babalola is afraid of, as what? These people have seen, they've literally seen it all. And that's the truth.
So Baba should not have withdrawn.
I don't think he should have. I don't think he should have. They still said that there's still a statement coming from his.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for this statement.
So the other lawyers that were allegedly defamed have not agreed to withdraw their own cases.
I think they should.
They are saying that they're going to sit down and come up with a statement maybe later today or tomorrow to let people know what they have decided to do. Because it's not only Baba Afe.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of indictment in that. You can't just wave it away.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see where all that is going to. Sadly, in Anambra State, there is a popular hotel, I think a 2 or 3 story building hotel, where a shrine was found in the topmost floor of the hotel, and about 30 graves were uncovered.
Yeah, on the topmost floor, gory sight, according to the people who saw it. We've seen images of the hotel being brought down and all of that. And the deputy governor of Anambra, today is the first time I'm actually hearing about the guy. All I hear is Soludo. I didn't know he had a deputy.
See, other than maybe Lagos State, how many deputy governors do you know?
Deputy governor. I know quite a few.
Mention their names.
Yeah, I know quite a few.
Mention their names.
I'll tell you now, don't worry.
Mention their names.
What's his name now?
What's his name?
Osun State. Osun State.
You are going far.
No.
Let's bet it. You cannot know Osun State deputy governor. You cannot know it.
I actually do, but I was going to say something, but I've left it.
You don't know it.
So the deputy governor of Anambra led the task force. You know that just a few days ago, Governor Soludo assigned in this Homeland Security Act and everything.
Yeah.
And of course, the security agencies are now empowered to take certain drastic decisions.
Yeah, so they're bringing down the house, and then even the land is taken over by the government.
It is extremely scary. Hotels are open places. Mm-hmm. Once you see a hotel somewhere, it's one of the few places that you have a right to enter, just like that.
But you don't even know the it's
you
sad.
don't know say na burial ground and shrine.
Is it not last week?
30 graves. Some burial grounds have not even get reached 30 graves now.
Yes.
They just commission them.
Actually,
30 graves and counting.
It's such a very sad and very gory.
Stay safe out there, people. May God protect all of us.
Bottom line is, if you need to travel and you need to be in a hotel, this thing, I was talking to, I think it was my mom, I was like, look for money and go to a very expensive hotel. You think they're expensive, but
now your life you buy.
At times, where those expensive and similarly prestigious that have big names, they have something to so they have a business, they have a name. So it might seem expensive, but it might just be the best thing for your life.
An entire hotel that's actually masquerading as a hotel was actually a shrine and a burial ground.
Yeah, it's
they said
crazy.
that it was also a site for all sorts of nefarious activities.
After shrine,
kidnapping.
After shrine and bodies, what else won't be there? That's the thing. What else won't be there? Sadly, anyway, so we'll definitely that Anambra
again. This charge is going to the people who live on that street. Mm-hmm. It is hard for you to claim that you do not know that something is wrong.
That so many people were coming in and they were not coming back out.
It's very hard. If you see something,
but
please
that
say something.
See, in this the era that we are now, everybody might you might be living beside someone and you might not see the person for months.
That is your
do you understand?
That is your neighbor.
So it's very
next door to you
possible.
Is an hotel, Dolupo hotel. Okay. Hotel, 2-story hotel. Abba. Now hotel they call them now.
It's an hotel. Okay. Anyway,
if you see something, say something.
Yeah, we need to definitely say something. Now, moving on from that, let's come to Lagos. Another very interesting drama happening in Lagos. As I think this drama started over the weekend. The impeached Lagos State Speaker Mudashiru Obasa finally got back to Nigeria, and he had like a press conference.
Not like. He had a press conference.
World press conference, because everybody's very quick to call it world press conference.
As long as you have more than 5 media people there, it's
world. Anyway, he had quite a few things to say, saying that he was not impeached properly, so he still remains the speaker. The basic bottom line is fighting for his life, saying that it's not a crime to want to have an aspiration to be governor. And my question is, when I saw that video and I said, was that the reason you got impeached? Why we not? To me, it's like you are deflecting. Why are you not addressing the main issues? Okay, are you guilty or not guilty? You say, okay, I'm not guilty of these things that I was accused of, and maybe I'll go to court and all that. Why
he said he said he has evidence. He said he has evidence of those transactions that were being alleged to be
so let's stay
fraudulent.
So let's stay with this story.
He also he did address it. It wasn't that he didn't harp on it like he did the matter of wanting to be governor or not wanting to be governor. I think that Mr. Abasa, like I always say about the governor of Rivers State, doesn't have good advisors. To be honest, if you were fighting just one person, say it was him and Miranda, now the new speaker, Madam Miranda, I'll be like, yeah, it's one-on-one. Do you understand? But you see, when there are multiple layers to this thing, multiple layers to this thing, the GAC is there. Yeah. You know?
The governor.
The people who heard, the leaders of the party who heard, they did not say, no.
Nobody has.
You will know that they have the buy-in.
Is like you said, it's a multi-layer thing. Nobody has actually come out to condemn your impeachment.
You should know when to fold. A wise man it was Kenny Rogers that sang that song.
Know when to fight.
Know when to, pack it up.
Know when to pack it up.
At times, having money is a problem.
Because
you have money to rent venue for press conference.
You're not a speaker. You are still a floor member. So at least be collecting floor member money. It's not like they chase you. Because today now they did plenary. You were not there. They are counting days for you, so that they don't declare your seat vacant.
There was plenary today, which you didn't attend. It's counted.
You've not been attending since last week.
My own advice to you is cut your losses, man.
Tolu Roger says, please go all out on the issue of the burial ground hotel. That's the word. Burial ground hotel.
Yeah, burial ground hotel in Anambra, and it's kind of similar, but not as gross or disgusting as the one that happened in Ife. That was also extremely sad. A man went there because he wanted to write his master's exam, and they never saw him again.
And this was even worse because there are thousands of people that they've been looking for.
Then kidnappers also used the place as their base. They found ridiculous. Spent bullets. Spent bullets are usually found where they had been used.
So they were used there. So I think I get your point where you will have heard a gunshot one day, or you would have heard something and nobody is saying anything about it. BT says, Obasa watched the famous Ambode World Press Conference. I thought that was the way to go. A brilliant idiot.
You should be editing those last words.
You don't edit nothing.
You.
Me. I'm reading a comment. Excuse me.
Okay, Motigbo.
BT says. BT says.
I salute your professionalism.
I'm just reading a comment.
I told you could know the rules.
I'm just reading a comment.
Anyways,
you know the funny thing?
It's similar.
That press conference.
It's similar.
I remember that press conference very well because I was watching TV. I remember it was one Sunday afternoon show that my sister watches
on a Sunday afternoon.
And then, and she was just even gisting me about, we're literally just gisting about what they were talking about. And then they just cut off. I say, whoa, what's this happening here? And then, and I'm like,
who they advise all these people?
You get like
who they advise on now?
It's not good to have
you see people like us here that you won't call us. Let us
walk you through. It's not it. You surround yourself with Nick and Poop.
We are here, Sha. We have sense.
Because
and we have strategy.
So the honest truth is, what did he think that? Like you said already, it is your impeachment did not come with any. At least nobody has voiced out their displeasure about
in Rivers State.
Your
Rivers
impeachment
State. In Rivers
State.
So
what did you?
The crisis in Rivers State when it broke out, the president of Nigeria, who is in APC, called Fubara called Wike, told them, stop. People started shouting, he's meddling. He said they should stop. They said he's meddling. He now remove his hand. Shebi, you see the meddling now. This is where we are. But in such a case, you find out that people are trying to say, allow Fubara walk.
Yeah, but there are people that...
But in his own case...
Nobody said...
Not a single person.
At least Fubara has a bit of loyalists.
You know what?
Not one person has said it is wrong for you to be impeached.
You know that...
Olga, collect the rest of your salary every month and just go home.
Jesus Christ showed us what the composition of the world would be when he picked disciples. And he deliberately picked one bad guy. Do you understand? And what that tells you is that even the people that claim to love you, there will always be one bad guy there that can do you wrong or do you dirty. Why am I saying this? Is that whenever the bad guy wants to play his game, at least you should have a few guys that will stand up to say, come on, here we are. But in this scenario now, in Obasa's case...
It started from the house. There was nobody had any problem with you being impeached.
The people who were close to him, guess what? They took a picture today. And every single member of the house, even the one that is not APC, you know, it's not only APC that is in the house.
Yeah.
Every single member of the house, every single one was in that group picture. This is after you say that you are still the speaker. But if maybe like out of 39 or whatever that were supposed to be in the house, let's say like 12 did not go. Then you can start. Then you can start saying, okay, Obasa get out too. But as it starts now, Baba, see him now. They know to send you.
Yeah. Oh, BT says, on a more serious note, not a single support for Obasa. Yes,
not one person. None. Even the disgruntled former speakers, even the disgruntled party members. You know, if you check that party, there are people who are, and not one person is saying, I told you that we're going to do it. You see now,
nobody has come out to say anything in your favor.
You know the funny thing, even the civil society that I always say, it's wrong. Not one.
Not one. Nobody has come to say anything.
That's Talita Kumi, or what's that handwriting on the wall? Oga, Bayako Shekini, Bayako pack up.
Bayako pack up.
And
you're not even leaving the house. You're just being a speaker.
If Nami be this man, I won't even be a floor member. You never tried. Dolupo, wait now. You never tried.
So you should resign.
I would just
collect salary.
Which salary? Which salary? Do you know the storm that is brewing over him? All these allegations, you think they'll just go away?
I honestly think that
this is the part where you play the part of a party man. I'm advising you now.
Mr. Obasa does not have. Now the talks of he got the speaker, the new speaker finally moved into the office. There's still allegations that Mr. Obasa has refused to move out of the residence of the speaker.
Official residence.
The official residence.
Do you notice we'll be giving?
He's had it for a couple of years, so he'll be so used to,
Baba, me,
for that resident, he'll be so used to it.
Cut your losses, man.
Yeah, I think that
this is a game that you can't win. There's no.
It's not looking good. It's definitely not looking.
I want to be proven wrong, Cha. I want to be proven wrong.
Still talking about a bit of politics. Aregbesola's group, I think Omoluabi group, has now officially said that they're quitting the APC, saying that they are being ostracized, that their leaders are being suspended and ostracized and all that, and that they're moving out. Pick 6 says his ego will not allow him.
Good luck to him and his
ego.
That
ego is not a good thing, no, because you will be.
It's good luck. Let's see now. God
you will be bounced. You will be bounced.
Let's talk about this one that you just raised now, the Omoluabi group that claimed that they left APC already. You're just putting a statement now. If they cannot defend themselves based on the result of the last elections in Osun State, can they actually raise their hands to say that they did not work against the party? Is it possible? When top members of their party were at campaigns for the opposition.
And then
look, politics is about choices. You made your choices. You cannot come and work against someone, then see that the person did not fall completely, then come back there.
Okay, so Pick 6 says he can't cope with being a regular floor member. You said so. What? But why?
That's what I'm saying. You don't understand people and their persona and their character and everything. That's what I'm saying. look, cut your losses completely. Do the honorable thing, and allow the people in your constituency
Pick someone else
that would work for them. Because one, he won't attend plenary, and whenever he attends, it will still be with a chip on his shoulder. Again, remember that Etu Brute was when Brutus in the Senate stabbed his friend and leader, Julius Caesar. Do you understand? Now, he will feel that there are some people that are very close to him in that house.
yeah, that he stabbed him.
Exactly. So there's no way it's
It
going
would
to
be.
work.
And the funny thing is that
It
there's
won't
still
work.
a long way to go. We're just starting 2025.
Dolupo.
They're still way to.
Did you hear the next assignment for the speaker, the new speaker?
Well,
She's going to be allocating committees and stuff. You think that an Obasa does not know how he wanted to allocate committees before? Do you get? It's just not going to go his way.
it's not going to go his way. Yeah.
It's just a piece of
anyway,
advice, so.
Pick 6 has a second question. He says, "Is Aregbesola bipolar?
It's very possible.
Why?"
We didn't mention your name, Aregbesola Pontao. You might be allegedly bipolar. So the thing about it is that I get your question very, very. It's not a question. What you said is very profound.
Okay, why?
No. You don't understand. You're working against someone, and you're claiming that they are alienating you.
Alienating you.
Ajelojolile, you know how those tiny, they are not rats. What do they call them again?
Mouse.
Whatever, that species of animal. You know, they have a mechanism where they blow your leg or wherever that they are attacking, so that you don't feel it, and they are eating away. They're gnawing away at it. That's what's happening. You're gnawing away at the party. You're doing all sorts of things. You're basically weakening your party, and you say that they are alienating you. Can they come out and swear on anything they believe that they didn't work against the party?
Against the party. It's interesting though. It's interesting. We'll see what the APC.
You have a stake anywhere you go. You have a large movement. Use it. You too. Now your mates start all these things. Now person like Una. Make Una self start
do your own.
Yeah.
If he shot
Get
for
all
you,
those people that you were working with before.
if he shot for
Come
you,
together, build your own party, and take over.
take over.
We dey here, they wait.
That was that's
politics
interesting.
now.
That's interesting.
And these people that you are fighting, there are many people that don't like them.
Yeah.
So you can
So
find
you
those people
can
and join
cut
them.
those people.
Yeah.
And very interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, still talking a bit with the courts. Remember the gospel singer that was alleged to have killed a core member? So he was in court today and he had pleaded not guilty.
Is this right? Like I said, it's all about choices. So in his own book, he did not.
But
do
there's a
anything
video
wrong.
of him alleging to the crime
agreeing,
or
not alleging,
agreeing
no.
to the crime.
Yes.
So
Now,
why do you plead not guilty?
because that's what it feels like at the moment now. Can't a man change his mind? Is it your mind?
I agree. It's not
He
my
said not guilty, and he has provided evidence of the other way. So I won't say it's an open and short case.
But why are you dragging the matter?
Do you know this guy might be smart? This guy might be trying to play a game where they will now say that he needs to see a psychiatrist or something.
Brain is paining him. Oh.
I'm telling you, no, you don't. Okay, you see now you're falling for the trick already. That's what I'm saying. By the time he says this and he says that, they will say, is he of a sound mind? And if he's not of a sound mind, he cannot even stand trial. You know what that means? I think the guy is smart. He's smarter than everybody.
Anyway, no.
You will see.
It's not smarter than me.
You're not okay. So even what I said does not make sense to you.
It makes sense. I'm just saying.
Okay, Mutibo.
Anyway, we're moving on from that gist, and then we're going to another very interesting gist. And this one is the one that is blowing everywhere up. A lot of female celebrities in Nigeria are very angry at this point. And this is it started with a post that Two-Face Idibia had put out yesterday, where he had said that he was he had separated from his wife Annie Macaulay, according to him, a few months ago, and that they were, I think they had initiated divorce proceedings on that. Then a few hours after, I saw that there was another post on his page where he had said that the thing was hacked. However, when I saw it, I was talking to someone and I'm like, this hacking matter looks very funny, because if they hack your page, people either post all sorts of a lot of things, delete the original stuff. Nothing was deleted. Everything. Do you understand? It was just that singular post. Only for us to see this morning that second post was also deleted off his page, and there was now a video where he said categorically that his page was not hacked, and he said what he said.
Yeah, so if you understand, a quick explanation about a message. That message was a damage control by his team. He's not the only one that has access. Sadly, he's not the only one that has access to his social media. So there are times when they post on his behalf. In fact, most of the things you see are posted by assistants. Yeah. Only on a few cases would you find any celebrity that's posted by himself. You get. So that's what happened. So they thought they were doing damage control. Of course, he now came back and put out a video and said, "No, I said what I said." And Dolupo says that female celebrities are angry.
Oh, a lot of people are.
Men are angry too. That they're mad at Two-Face. And the first thing I would say is that,
and there's now also a blogger that has now come out to say that she's in rehab.
Okay, so rehab or whatever. What is their stake in his divorce or his marriage? Alaye talk say divorce don't they happen?
Do again.
It's not even necessary to say they do again. He said divorce they happen, because I'm picking my words carefully.
Yeah.
Now, whether not the babe won't divorce, whether not Two-Face won't divorce, there is a divorce process that has started. Mm-hmm. Again, ask lawyers. You can ask lawyers. They will tell you that if you go to the courts, there's a way to find out cases. Mm. It's better that he said it than one blog somewhere that somebody would now sell the story to. And I'll put it on and say, see, exclusive. That somebody wants to divorce somebody. They will not be saying, hey, the man has said what he said. How he take concern? What it be in our own business inside this matter? I've seen some names and I've read a few statements, that that is said to have been said.
So a lot of people think that the timing for it is wrong, especially that the talks of her not being too well, and that there was no need for him to put out that statement.
Tracy Chapman is one of my favorite artists ever, and she has this. If not now, then when? If not now, then when?
Nobody had to know.
Okay, nobody had to know.
Funny thing is,
wait a minute.
I think I'm actually also of the opinion.
Wait a minute, Dolupo.
That there was no need to put out that statement.
Your opinion, which is also
valid.
In my opinion, let me create a scenario, and something like this similarly happened. Tiwa Savage was going to be shooken down or shut down. Bottom line is, some people had sex tape of Tiwa Savage and some guy. And they called her and told her, we would charge you this amount of money so that we will not release this tape. And she came out to talk about it immediately. That thing is what saved Tiwa's career.
Yeah.
Those people went ahead to release the video. But look at it. Did they affect her in any way? No. But you see, the people who start paying, the moment you start paying those people, for life, you are stuck. What are the guarantees that some people did not come to Two-Face to say, we hear say you want divorce, want it. Give us want it. Make we not release this story. And it's like, you know what? I'll do you one better. Me go talk on by myself. You see, a lot of those things are happening. People don't get it. I know a guy in Abuja, a politician that was set up something similarly like that. And they said they were going to send videos to his wife. And he drove home to his wife to tell his wife. Immediately, say, baby, see you, I don't want to mess up. We'll see what happen. Immediately he did that. They couldn't do anything anymore.
So now, my issue is... You
don't know that angle. There are a lot of things that could have happened.
So it's very possible. My issue with it is that I see a lot of people going off on social media, and with the little that we see, and a lot of people have seen a lot of their journeys or their marriage journey or their relationship. They've been out there for years anyway. I don't want to be a prophet of doom, but it didn't seem like a marriage that was ideal.
Okay. From the outside. Or that's what you saw.
That was what I perceived. So maybe that's why I'm not so surprised that they are where they are now.
But that scenario that you talked about still kept them together for decades.
Oh yeah, to me, it looked like it was going to be a when. It wasn't going to. So
even after 10 years, you are still waiting for the when.
Oh.
Are you my nika? People have nika.
Okay, so I would not even have thought about it that much. If I did not, okay, so there is this reality show that I personally think that Annie Dibia needs to sue those people. Why? Because she's out of everybody on that show. She's not portrayed well at all. So, there's been 3 seasons of it, and at some point, I think season 1 or 2, Two-Face was also involved in a few scenes of those reality shows, and
Dolupo.
There was just always something off with their relationship. So I was not shocked.
Reality shows
are scripted. I agree.
The reality shows are not done so that people who have high morals and value will sit down and be learning values there. They are done for entertainment. And you on your own enter plane from Lagos to South Africa to go and shoot your reality show.
And then
you sign contract.
The least you could do is at least make the part where you will show people, let it actually look nice.
Look.
It did not look.
Do you see some people when they go to Big Brother's house and they just come out and change their character completely? When they win or they become popular, people that knew them will be telling this one where they talk say na saint for you don't knock the whole area. I'm saying that it was a chance, it was a choice. She had an opportunity and she used it the way she. So maybe this is her really showing who she really is.
It was not a good.
Everybody is coming on Two-Face matter because is promiscuous.
No, in fact, the new gist that I heard now is that he groomed her.
Okay, he groomed her.
And I'm like, she was 15, he was 24. I'm like, at 24, how many boys know what grooming means? Are you kidding?
Okay.
Can we stop?
He groomed her. And they stayed together for about 20-something years. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
They stayed together over 20 years. And now, she's done. She's tired, Abi. Can you let them move on with their lives? If Two-Face is the one that initiated divorce, okay, Baba don't tire. I may not leave him now. To be honest, everything that has a beginning has a end. If it does not end in divorce or separation or fight or gbasgbos, it can end amicably. And it can end in other ways too. But everything that has a beginning has a end or has an end. And in the case of Two-Face, people forget that this guy is human too. He never told you he was perfect. He didn't tell you he was trying to be Mr. Perfect or Mr. Saintly or whatever. You pick your heroes now. You pick the people you want.
That's where
there's Poju, Pastor Poju there. There's there's so many people. Why are you talking about Two-Face?
That's my issue. Like, as much as
everybody
have a lot of things to say about Two-Face, but you chose him to marry you. So there's a part, I think, in season 2 of this reality show where she was talking to a few people how that she's been going through a lot, that she's always gone through a lot, that she knew him before all these other women, and her own child, who's her first, is Two-Face's 5th child, and all that. I'm like, but you opened your eyes and you are an adult. You made your choices. So we also need to also realize that this babe too also made the choice to decide to stay with him.
You know the sad part? As all of us they shout now. If 2 of them get together, now. Which kind of shame go catch us? All the people they shout.
At the end of the day, my own is that everybody decided to choose whoever they wanted.
There's some relationships, you know, go just talk me. There was another artist now that has a similar scenario. And before you know what was happening, one babe came out to say, she has a child for him. Another one was about 5 babes came for him. A few weeks after he got married, massive lavish. I didn't mention anybody's name. Massive lavish wedding like that. He and his wife, they're still together. What's your one?
Anyway, BT says, why is trouble always following Osimhen? Spurs are my pick to fall into relegation. So why is trouble always following Osimhen? Yeah, Osimhen has now sued, and I think that's the right thing for him to do because the guy said a lot of things.
Yeah.
Which could affect his career.
Yeah, so like I said, maybe the thing is not as loud as I wanted it to be over the weekend so that he would have said, you know what, I'm done with Turkey, I'm going to England, then he can go and join Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, Man United,
Spurs, Bawo.
Dolupo. If a footballer says he's going there now, what will you do?
Okay.
People
that are close to relegation.
So Victor Osimhen is vocal, And I think people forget the kind of upbringing that he's had, the kind of battles he has had to fight. And for him, there's something we say on the streets, something we say in Yoruba, Ijawa Ijaosi,
always guiding.
For him, it's him against the world. I'm not saying it's perfect. He's made those mistakes. The day he made that rant against, that's one of the dumbest things he's ever done. And he's still suffering. That particular video affected him adversely.
Oh yeah, it did.
You get. So this journalist or reporter, as the case may be, made several allegations. And since Osimhen believes that it's a lie, I mean, maybe it's another shakedown, he has decided to, press charges.
Yeah, definitely. He has. Also,
before you move on, I saw a video of him on ESPN.
Yeah.
Where he was being marked by 5 people. Let me say that's how good Osimhen is.
Be coming down. You should be coming down.
That thing was not even rugby. It was more like WWE.
Like what was that?
Osimhen Abola.
Like it's very crazy. Anyway, CAF draws today, so Super Eagles are going to know who they're going to be playing with. Pick 6 says Victor has anger management issues. Please stop defending him. Funny enough, it's not even a matter of defense. It's a matter of,
I'm just analyzing.
If the matter is not true, if it's not true, then
look, I don't know if you heard the part where I said he did something stupid by making that video about Finidi. I said it. I'm not. Yeah, look, I like, everybody on this show knows I like Victor a lot, but I won't shy away from telling him the truth. I'm not going to do that. So yes, it might be anger management issues. It's actually very possible, but I'm just telling you a little bit of his story and what he's up against also.
Yeah, it's crazy. Also, like I said, CAF is going to, the AFCON draws are today, so we'll see all that.
Yobo is on duty.
Yobo is on duty today. Also talking about since BT had talked about sports, the games over the weekend. Did you think Everton was going to beat Tottenham? But, like I would say, this season, anybody that has been following the game this season,
I think I'm
this
tempted
season is
to agree with him that there is peak to fall into relegation. They look relegation bound. They're showing it. All the signs are there. And the thing is that Postecoglou still believes that it will be in a job, at the end of the season.
But much as
I don't know which job.
But you know that
it might not be the Tottenham job.
As much as they keep sacking coaches in Tottenham, the management also needs to realize that you're still dealing with the same players.
So
it's still the same players. So these players need to go. These players definitely need to go, whether we like it or not. All right. So the US. So. Now, according to the latest gist, looks like Colombia has calmed down because there are ways that over the weekend, Trump and the Colombian president had a bit of a face-off, and this had to do with illegal immigrants and how the U.S., according to Colombia, were going to just dump people on them. Yeah,
and Colombia's response to me was epic. The Colombian president, refusing to allow those. I feel it was epic, and him also now sending a presidential jet. Then you slap him with a tariff, and he hits back with his own tariff.
I think
that's diplomacy.
Yeah, they found a way around it now. Pick 6 says there's a way you handle things. He needs a new team around him.
He does. He more or less. Maybe people don't know. He's actually kicked out a lot of people. Yeah. That I know of, people he used to work with, who are also hoping that, he wouldn't do what he did, but sadly
he did.
My own is that I just pray for him. At times you can have so much talent and wreck it.
Yeah.
What comes to my mind is Etimesen. Etimesen was arguably one of the best footballers out of Africa, but he didn't even achieve any. He didn't achieve 10% of his potential.
Okay, so moving on from that, pick 6. Looks like we're back to this football again. It says Chelsea should forget top 6.
Why?
Why though?
Why? I don't agree with you.
I think that
you believe everything that Maresca is saying. Don't mind that man. He's playing mind games.
I don't see them winning the league.
I didn't say they would, but
will they enter top 6?
they will.
Yes.
They have the players.
The
keep
truth,
them there.
the truth, I think that top 6 is even surer for them than City. A lot of people might not agree to it, but as much as everybody seems to be saying, "Oh, City seems to be coming back," they're still not consistent. They still got beaten by PSG. Let's call a spade a spade.
That's City.
PSG is playing in Ligue 1 that is Ligue 1.
Yes,
PSG is not a fantastic team.
It's
And that's
just,
the
it's
truth.
just PSG, Brest, and the other teams in Ligue 1.
Stop doing that.
Is Brest not a team in Ligue 1? My
PSG
favorite team.
is not a fantastic team. And PSG was able to beat you. After you were up 2-0, they were able to come back. All you needed to do was just be defensive. Just sit in your front of your post. Nothing else. And they still had 4 past you. I'm sorry, you're not great.
Someone needs to explain that Haaland 9.5-year deal, Sha.
I don't understand. Do you understand? So, if they could do that, they now came back and then beat, what's he called? And then they beat Chelsea. Okay, do you know what they're going to play next week? The way they are going, they probably will not enter even playoffs of a Champions League. So,
Who cares?
I see.
Now only them be picking.
So, I see even Chelsea having a surer way to get into top 6 than even City.
Yeah.
That's me.
But we'll be on the lookout for your prediction about
Chelsea. Oh yes, and there's definitely so and then for people that do not understand, match day 8 of the Champions League, that's the final day of the league stage of the Champions League. It's tomorrow and and Wednesday. There are quite a number of people that right now is Liverpool and what's it called? Liverpool and Barcelona, I think that is really sure of that they've qualified at the moment. Everybody else, there are few people like I think Arsenal that needs a draw really to just get through. City needs to win for them to get to, but it definitely is a lot for a lot of people. So we'll see where all that is going to, and moving on from that, so I think that's the final one. It's on Wednesday actually. Aston Villa and Celtic, Barcelona and Atalanta. That's a game to watch out for though. Because now Atalanta needs that game more than Barcelona though. Bayer Leverkusen and Sparta Prague, Bayern Munich and Slovan Bratislava, Borussia Dortmund and Shakhtar, Brest and Real Madrid. Real Madrid needs those games, so Real Madrid might actually looks like they're playing playoffs.
You think Real Madrid will beat Brest?
They need it because they too didn't do really well.
Brest is very strong too.
Dynamo Zagreb and AC Milan, Girona and Arsenal. That game, Girona needs it way more than Arsenal. So, but at the end of the day, when you also look at it, so Arsenal also needs that game so that they don't have to play playoffs or for whatever reason. Inter Milan and AS Monaco, Juventus and Benfica are playing. Manchester City and Club Brugge, they should be able to beat Club Brugge. They should be, but anything is possible. Liverpool and PSV Eindhoven. Why are we even stressing? RB Salzburg and Atletico Madrid, Sporting CP and Bologna.
You do know that there's Boomba tomorrow.
Okay, Sha. I just wanted to see who we were talking about that.
Okay.
Anyway, so basically, we're kind of like we're actually done. So just wanted to reel that out. Anyway, on that note, that is all we'll be able to take today on the bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow at 3 p.m. West African time to give you another wonderful edition of The Bombard. Thank you so much for all the comments and have a beautiful, beautiful day ahead. Peace.